How do you feel about the entire card in general? The undercard looks spectacular.
The card is good. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it's if I would call it spectacular, but I think it's very solid from top to bottom. They're even matchups. I mean, even the Dewey Bozella fight, you know, where he's fighting a guy who's 0-3. He's the guy making his pro debut at 52. I mean, we don't know what's going to happen, you know, the first punch that lands, but even the undercard fights that are not going to be televised, like the Collazo-Freddie Hernandez fight, it's very solid. I mean, that's like an ESPN main event. And I would say the same thing about the Paul Malignaggi fight with Orlando Lara, who looks really big to me. He was a Mexican Olympian. He only has one loss against a credible opponent. So he's a solid dude, and it's, you know, it's sort of another step for Malignaggi in his welterweight campaign. And you know, the two supporting bouts, Kendall Holt and Danny Garcia, and the DeMarco Linares fight, those are just really good fights. So I think those are, you know, HBO quality, HBO Boxing After Dark quality, or HBO co-feature quality fights. And I really think Holt Garcia is going to be explosive.
Definitely.
Because both guys can punch. Holt doesn't have the best chin in the world, but he's got better speed and reflexes, more experience. And so, I mean, he can get the young man in trouble. I've never seen Garcia in trouble. I mean, I've seen him frustrated, but I've never seen him in physical duress. So it's going to be really interesting. And Linares, to me, is a stud, but he's got to prove it. He's got to prove himself at lightweight, and DeMarco is a solid contender. So, and he's not going to be intimidated, not going to be scared of him. So it's, to me, that's a really good lightweight bout. And like I said with the main event, it's a toss-up fight. I'm going with the old man because he's a legend. I think close rounds are going to go to him. You know, not because it's a Golden Boy card or, you know, we're in LA or whatever, just because you reach a certain status, you know, the crowd's going to react to everything you do, and judges are human beings, you know, and they're swayed by that. But I think, you know, I think both guys might get rocked a little bit. We'll see what happens.
So here again at Staples Center, thank you with Boxing Hype. We want to thank you again very much.
All right, take it easy, man.